everybody! It's Monday and it's Facebook Live. For reals. I gotta get my Stampin' Lips on, right? Are you guys excited? It is so awesome to see you. I think I have my phone backwards from normal. Because normally I look over here, but it turns out it's over here. How are you guys doing? I'm so happy to be stamping with you today. So happy. It has been quite a while since we last stamped together, and things have been just a teensy bit crazy around here. So I'm so happy to see you guys. I am going to give you a little tour. It's not done yet, so you have to keep that in mind. I still have a lighting issue. Can you see, like, it's a dungeon in that corner? It's really bright right here. I have great lights, and then I have a window, which I'll show you. You can see the weeds. It's awesome. And then I have a lamp that I'm about to put up, but I'm getting special daylight bright bulbs, and I had to order them on Amazon because they didn't have them here after a somewhat exhaustive search. And today, you guys are gonna laugh. Last night, Ella and I were shopping for light bulbs and marbles on a Sunday evening. You know, the usual fare. And we couldn't find them, and it was very frustrating. And then she said, "Oh, well, Mom, we should go get ice cream at McDonald's." And I was like, no, we didn't eat out yesterday at all, so I wanted to keep that record. We've been eating out a ton through this move, so I really didn't think we needed ice cream, so we didn't get any. But I'm very excited to tell you that my friend Kelly is here. She's in the other room. Say hi, Kelly. Can you hear that? She's here. She's helping. And bless her heart, this is her second time here. But guess what she brought me? Oreos. Look at fireworks Oreos I made. And there's this awesome note. It says, "For Dina, stay out." I think that was for her husband. But she brought me some fireworks Oreos, so don't you think we should have one? I haven't had one of these in forever. Actually, the last time I had fireworks Oreos when we first moved into the house, way back on the 10th, because my friend Pam gave us some before we left, and that was so sweet. They went pretty quick. So, are you guys ready? Should we check out my stamp room? It's not done. Okay, so let's just be clear about that. It's not done. But you get a good idea. Okay. That was good. Okay, so everybody close your eyes for a sec. Whee! I'm going to flip you around. And then I'm going to come to the door. Okay. Here we go. So when you walk in, we have some things that I need to take care of yet. This is going to go in another room. Oh, there's my vacuum. We need to use that. So here's some of my stuff. This is going to be my Big Shot stand, and I'm going to get rid of this little drawer thing off of here. So this will be like my Big Shot stuff. And in this drawer, I have some of my Big Shot things, as well as in this drawer, you can see my dies are in there. Oh my gosh, Vivian, your husband wants to see your space. Well, after this, he can ever complain about what you've got, right? Okay. So then this is stuff that just isn't quite in the right home yet. So we'll get there. These are like, do you guys like this? These are my stamp cleaners. But I've not been using them as much since I got my new chamois. So I think that's fun. I've got a couple pictures that I need to put up. I've got my Live Happy, which I got that right before we moved. And then this one I got a little while ago, a few months ago. It says, do more of what makes your soul happy. Perfect, right? This is, by the way, the dark dungeon-y corner. So this is just some junk that needs to be taken care of. Oh, look. This is from the classroom. 2 pictures, Rico, and then the stickers. I hate these stupid moving stickers. I just found one on the bottom of my shoe. Okay, so like before, I've got these IKEA cubes. I've got 3 4x4, so 4 across and 4 down. And this is the new one. It doesn't have the doors and everything on it yet because I'm picking carefully what I have my husband help me with. But then, in case you ever wondered, I have 2 photo booths. And I have these bright lights that I turn on, and then I take my pictures in here. This is where my pictures happen. Isn't that crazy? And then I also actually have a separate one. This is for white, all white background pictures, which I do occasionally. Here is my stash of white cardstock. Notice that I actually have a little more than normal because I have my color club gets a color coach and I'm printing them on white cardstock. So that is going to happen soon. So there we go. Okay, and here's my vanilla stash. That's not as high, you can see. Okay, but here's all my cardstock. It's such happy rainbow colors. And then I'll kind of pan across here. So this is what those cubes will look like normally. They'll have baskets like this at the bottom. I have got a row of doors and then a row of drawers. And that is all from IKEA. So I've got a lot of stuff in these drawers. Let's take a look here. What do we have in this one? Oh, this is like this is my Canon selfie printer and paper and ink cartridges. I've got an extension cord and the cord to pick that in. Oh, and garbage bags. Super fun, right? I'll show you one of the other good ones. Okay, here is, these are extras that I keep on hand for like prizes and gifts. This is just different, like, you know, so when I run out of my washi tape, here's the next one, that kind of stuff. I've got a bunch of foam adhesive strips. Look at, some of them got bent in the move. Oh my gosh. What do we have in here? Oh yeah. Stuff. Lots of stuff. Oh, so much stuff. This is my ribbon drawer. This is my ribbon that I keep on hand so that when I'm making projects, I have plenty. Went a little crazy with the pool party, but you can't go wrong with that color. Oh, and Berry Burst, right? The polka dot's the best. Oh my gosh. Then like, see, ooh, an empty one. That's good. Oh, a bunch of more random stuff. These are, when we used to have buttons, these are all the buttons that I had left over from the years. I put them all in a thing because I thought that was fun. These are all the catalogs we've had since I've been a demonstrator. There's quite a few. Lots of catalogs. Then there's more stuff. This is kind of my businessy stuff, so that's boring. Like my scale for weighing for packages and my packing tape. I go through a lot of that and use this a lot. So just fun stuff. Look at, this is like my Post-it and note drawer and tape. I got a lot of stuff in here. This is some of these. I think I've shown these in my Facebook Lives before. One of my customers sent me a bunch of these crosses that she'd made. I love them. I've given them out to a couple people. She sent me a bunch of them. Oh, and here we have little rings and binder clips and thumbtacks and more binder clips and staples. Yeah, lots of supplies. Okay, so then let me back up and show you my glorious window. Oh, isn't that awesome? So this is I like to call this my business desk. So we'll sit down here for a sec. This is where I do my computer stuff and my printer prints And I've got some happy cards here just to make me happy. And I've got my pencils and my pens and all of that stuff. And I've got, oh look, more Post-its. I do go through a few. I'm not going to lie. And then I have all the, here, you guys will think this is funny. Dina is the very best. Love Dina. I think that would be like a daily affirmation, right? This is just stuff. My things are not organized. Here, you'll like this too. I just got the brackets. I figured out how to put the brackets in here so I could actually have hanging file folders. So I thought you might find that kind of funny. Obviously I haven't filled it up yet, but it works, so that's good. So I know I do like my view. Do you see that is the thistle? And then this is a hosta that is in direct sunlight, so it's terrible. You can see out here are some more weeds. If you guys saw any of my weed posts from like last weekend, we have a bit of a weed issue because I don't think they actually did anything to our landscaping for about a year. So when we moved in, it was like a jungle of weeds. It was a lot. We've been a lot of work in here. So anyway, this is like my computer station. So there we go. I have to show you this. So I got this sticker on my computer when I was visiting my friend Barb, and I got this when we were in Alaska. So I like that. Okay. So there we go. This is a bunch of stuff that I have not put away yet. Isn't that nice? Lovely. Look at these glorious doors. They open up to a huge closet, and I'm not going to open it because then it would be like in Monica on Friends when she opens her closet and like everything comes out. Haha. Okay, now here's where the magic happens. Also not completely tidy, but not too bad. So these are 2 IKEA countertops or tabletops on top of 4 IKEA drawer units. All of those I had in my old house. Then these right here are 3 IKEA shelf units. They are like DVD storage units. And these were sitting on my tabletop before, but my husband lifted them up for me, and then we put lighting on underneath because the lighting in this room is actually kind of horrible. So now you'll laugh. There's my TV. It's up super high, which is sort of good because then I don't watch it, but I need to fix it. And then I found some of my memorabilia. These are things from being a demonstrator. Like this was from Founder Circle. That was from another Founder Circle. That's a wooden postcard I got on my Alaska trip. There's my little elephant from last year, and we got that last year in Thailand. So some of my little treasures, I haven't found all of them yet to put them up, but I got a new thing for my TV, so I'm going to move that to a different spot. And then here are my ink pads. Look at all those beautiful colors. They make me so happy. And then, oh, look, my Oreos. Then my work surface, which if you guys didn't know is actually, this is vinyl flooring that I have. It's removable. In fact, it's almost flat again. It got bent in the move and it hasn't gotten straightened out. What lights did I attach to my shelves? That's a good question, Amy. I can grab the box. They are daylight lights. They're LED. I got them at Home Depot. And here, I'll show you. I know it's going to be bright, but what's kind of cool about them is right here, you can switch them from daylight and soft light and whatever the other option is. I'm not sure. There's 3 settings. I have them on daylight because that's the brightest. But they're kind of nice. I got to figure out the cord. And then this is funny. So I shoot all my videos on this makeshift tripod that my husband made out of PVC pipe. So I've had this since I started doing videos. It's this thing, and then it goes up from here, and then it attaches to a selfie stick. And this morning I broke my selfie stick. In fact, I got to post a RIP picture on my Instagram because it was kind of a momentous occasion. That selfie stick has seen me through a lot. Anyway, I do have a fancy tripod, but I actually like my $10 PVC pipe one better. And then today when I broke my selfie stick, I had to buy another selfie stick, which PS was hard to find. And I just spent $10 on this stupid thing. So now my tripod is now $20 worth. So I think that's kind of funny. And look at these clips. These are totally grubby clips from my husband's work whatever stuff in the garage, and they're full of, like, I think these are actually fiberglass fibers and epoxy from some project he did a long time ago. But he had zip ties for he was putting together the cables on our TV, and I'm like, oh, I gotta try. So I'm gonna try and zip tie this to my tripod. So do you guys think that's impressive? I YouTube kind of for a living, and it's a $10 PVC pipe that holds everything up. So, but anyway, I've got these right here are Stamp and Storage marker holders, and I actually just got another one because I kind of filled this one up. And then this is a little wood box I got at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's that fits my 6x6 paper really nicely. And then, of course, I've got my scissors and my dimensionals and my silicone thing, and you can see all that stuff. And then, oh look, here's my planned stuff for today. We'll see what we make. I don't quite know for sure. But that is kind of everything. I did have Burger King for lunch today, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and then I have my half sheets of cardstock right here. They're by Color Family. And you can see I have a big guillotine cutter. I've had this, actually, I bought this when I was a school teacher, like 20-ish years ago. 20 some years ago. Anyway, I really like it. But this is where I cut my cardstock, is on this cutter. It's worked really well, but I also have used the Stampin' Up! Cutters, of course, but I cut a lot of cardstock, and this works really well. But anyway, here I don't know what happened, but I have a lot of Berry Burst half sheets of cardstock. I gotta come up with something fabulous to use with those. Where are the Oreos? Kat, they're right here. Don't worry. Did David, you know what? That's funny that you ask about David making the move. I have not found him yet. So I hope so. I haven't found him yet, though. That's kind of the story of my life these days, is I can't find stuff. So anyway, these are my my brights, my subtles, my regals, my neutrals, white and ivory and black. I just kind of have those separate, of course. And oh, actually they are kind of that way now. And then these are my in colors. And then these are like my cut up cardstock pieces, which I kind of need to go through and clear this out a little bit. You can see they sort of got bent in the move. Some things have favored better than others in my moving process, but oh well. And then I know I've shown you my drawers before, but that sounds kind of bad. So here I have, these are my ribbons, and you want to laugh. I have little dividers in the drawers, and these are actually IKEA packaging pieces that we put, and they actually keep the rolls from like rolling around and everything. Super awesome. So that is my ribbon drawer. These are my blocks, and by the way, this is completely full when they're all in here, so I know. Do you have block envy? Oh, clear blocks. Now, just so you know, the reason I have so many blocks is because when I taught classes, I needed a ton of them. So that's why there's so many blocks in there. So don't have a heart attack. These are cards like I get in swaps and different things, or cards like, oh, that's one of my last Facebook Live cards. See how it bent in the move? So sad. But lots of goodies. Let's see, what else do I have? This drawer down here has all of the new mini catalog items in it. They're kind of sticking out here a little bit because I'm going to show you my shares that are coming. So that's that drawer, but everything sort of is finding its place. We'll get those put away. We're getting there. Then over here, I've got a drawer with all of my printed papers in them. I have, like, this must be from the Occasions catalog that I have left over, but most everything in here is just regular 12 by 12 paper. And then, by the way, this is new paper from the Holidays catalog. Oh, you guys are going to need to get some of this. Wow. Okay. Then, look at that drawer does not have much stuff in it. We're going to have to fix that. Neither does this. Oh, there's my catalog. We were looking for this earlier. That's funny. And then this is my Stampin' Cutter and Stamparatus drawer. And then I have to show you this. Do you guys remember? I think I showed this to you before. This was my bag of candy from Alaska. They had this in the hospitality room, and this is all that's left. There's not much in there. I'm not going to lie. I've had a few pieces. And then over here, I've got my punches are in my IKEA Raskook cart. And then right now I just kind of have random stuff shoved under there. I'm going to have to go through and kind of clear that out a little bit. But I think we'll go one more roll around the room. I think that's everything. I've got a pretty nice setup. When it's all done, I'll show you for sure. So I didn't really show you this up here. All of this will get taken out of here. We'll get rid of all of those. I do have, oh, here's my big paper cutter right here. Oh, let me show you this. This is what we're working on right now. This is the new holiday catalog. Oops, I'm only supposed to show you the cover. So oops, that's all it is. But we are getting ready. The holiday catalogs will be on their way. I know, I wanted them out sooner. I'm so terrible because when I moved, I thought, oh, well, I'll give myself, a few days to get unpacked and then we'll be right back at it. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in. So close your eyes for a sec. Flip it around. There I am. I will talk for just another couple minutes and then we'll get stamping. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'll just unpack for a few days and then I'll be back to work. I don't know what I was thinking because, oh my gosh, I still have quite a few boxes that have not been unpacked. And let me tell you, this little project has taken quite a bit of time and I still am looking for stuff. So I keep finding things and wondering where other things are, and that's just, ugh. And then the other thing, oh yeah, I had to get my kids enrolled and registered and in school, and that's been tricky too. That took a lot more time than I thought. And then of course there's been all these back to school activities that I didn't have on my calendar because I didn't know I even had them. So anyway, Olivia asked, do I have room to have classes still? Sort of, not totally. I guess I didn't really show you the center of my room. Well, I was showing you the catalogs are all, so I have kind of a center island. That's a tabletop. And it's 2 IKEA 4x8s. So if you just took the 2 rows whoosh, of this right behind me, do you see this IKEA shelf behind me? Ooh, these 2. I've got 2 of those under here and then tabletops on top of them. And that creates kind of a center island of tabletop for working and having friends over to stamp with. I don't actually plan on doing classes on a regular basis anymore for a couple reasons. First of all, I have been working about 80 hours a week for the last 2+ years, and I need to work less. Second of all, I don't want to miss my family. I don't think I've really missed too much stuff, but I want to be present with my kids. And Carl is now in junior high and participating in sports. In fact, he's at practice today, so he wanted to say hi to all of you guys. Tell him I miss him, Mom. That's what he said, so that was really sweet. But he is trying to get going in junior high activities, so I'm cutting back a little bit. In fact, well, I'm so behind right now, of course, because I really overestimated what I would have done at this point. But I have 2 online classes I need to get out, And I know actually a whole bunch of you on here are probably waiting for them patiently, but hopefully I will get them soon. I'm definitely trying to get, it's kind of like all of this stuff sort of happened at once. So long story short, I'm not going to be doing classes, I don't think, really, not officially, at least not for a while. And when I do online classes, I'm actually teaming up with my two friends, Kelly and Barb. I know a lot of you guys know that we're friends and we do lots of stuff together. So we're doing things so that we can work smarter, not harder, because I just can't work this hard. It's not fair to my family. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I still will have things going on though, so you watch. And Karen, I see you're asking about Sophie. She's doing well. She was not happy about the move because she wanted to be best friends with the Packers and she wanted to be in the middle of everything. And of course, we are trying to keep her out. And of course, every time they would walk in and out of the house with stuff, it would make her mad because she would think she was going somewhere when stuff left the house, because usually that means we're going somewhere, like we're going out of town to our cabin to visit someplace. So she was really not very happy about that. However, she seems to have adjusted pretty well. In my kitchen, I actually have a walk-in pantry. It's not huge, but basically about 2 people can fit in it with the door closed. Am I still doing Of course. My online business isn't really changing all that much. My in-person business is what's changing. Anyway, so back to Sophie. So my husband said to me yesterday, he goes, well, I found her face down in a bag of potato chips in the pantry. And so I'm going to have to rethink where we keep some things because they were at Sophie level. But she's doing just fine. Her bestie is here, so she's very happy. Kelly and Sophie are very good friends. And actually, Bobby, I saw that you were on here. Oh my gosh. So Bobby, bless her heart, the last few days while the Packers were packing up our house and the doors were wide open, she kept Sophie for a couple days for us, which was really sweet. And she wrote this post on Facebook saying goodbye to Sophie. And oh my gosh, I'm going to start crying thinking about it. But she talked about moving in. So it was really, really emotional because she was saying goodbye to our family and my dog and was not going to cry. Oh my gosh. Anyway, she just wrote this really sweet post about Sophie, and I know, Bobby, seriously. Where are my Kleenexes?
Come here, honey.
Oh, Sophie's coming in here.
Here. Yeah, I heard you say Bobby's on.
Yes, Bobby's on.
Hi, sweetheart.
Sophie. Oh, wait. I can do this. Close your eyes 1 sec. There we go. Hi. Sophie, say hi. Can you shake? No, not lick. Sit.
Oh,
Sophie, sit. Shake? Can you shake? Oh, come on. You got to show off.
shake. Oh, that's kind of half a shake. Come here. I woke
Oh, you're pathetic.
I just woke her up.
You are pathetic. You only do it for treats now. Oh, there it is. She's so lame.
Oh, give me that. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing okay. She's really funny. I have to tell you, I have to tell you this funny story. So Sophie barks approximately once every few days. And she's never been a barker. I'm going to switch back. And so the door, usually when the doorbell rings, oh, thank you. My little lovely assistant has found my Kleenexes. When the doorbell rings, she will bark once, like, woof. That's it. And then she'll run to the door because, of course, she thinks like her new best friend is coming to visit her. So I got a Stampin' Up! Box the other morning. This is so funny. I'm so terrible. And the doorbell rang and she was so excited, but she didn't know where to run because she still hasn't quite figured out where the door is. So she ran to the back door, the garage door, and then she could hear me going to the different door. So then we have hardwood floors in our house, whereas in our last house it was mostly carpet. So you could hear her doing the Scooby-Doo. Her feet were like, her paws were like scrambling to change directions and get to the front door where the UPS guy was. But oh, I just had to laugh about that because it really was kind of funny. Oh my gosh, sorry. I really was not intending on crying. See what you do to me, Bobby. I miss you. I miss you already. Oh my gosh. So anyway, that's my funny Sophie story. It's she has been making friends in the neighborhood though. There's lots of dogs in here around our neighborhood, so she's all excited about new friends. So, and her besties, a couple of her besties have come to visit her, so that's sweet. Okay. I think it's time to stop crying and start stamping, don't you guys think? So I have, actually I have nothing planned. I have a few ideas, but I have nothing formally planned. So, oh, and you know what? I did make, well, I've got prizes. We should do prizes. Oh, and I have cards to share. Oh, I've got some really good cards to share. So I'm going to flip the camera around and then we're going to get to all of this good stuff. So, when I do finish my room officially, I will give you another tour. So, okay, we're going to flip this around. Oh, that just popped off. Sorry. Bear with me. This is my new selfie stick and gotta break it in, right? Okay. Oh! Oh my gosh, you guys. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Hold on. Close your eyes until I've got this figured out. I'm so sorry, you guys. I should have known this wasn't going to be quite that. Oh, it keeps snapping up. Give me just a sec. Seriously, the last time I went live, I had terrible issues also. Ooh, this is just not going to go well, is it? Let's see here. I'll tell you when you can open them. Don't look. Everything's moving around. Okay, this is getting better. Oh my gosh! There. Oh, okay. I think I might have fixed it. Phew. Goodness, I was getting worried there. That was not pretty. Okay, you can open your eyes now. It's safe. Oh, I am so sorry. I hope you did not all just do that with me. Okay. So, I've got a bunch of cards to show you. And then a bunch of giveaways. Okay. So I've been getting a few cards from people for my new move, which has just been so sweet. This is from Julie. Is this not the cutest? This is from last year's Hostess set, and I just loved this card. So sweet. Thank you so much, Julie. These such sweet sentiments you had. And here everybody's been so kind with their words. I just love this. Isn't that cute? This one is from, who is this from? Yes, Beth Ann. I was thinking it was. This is from Beth Ann. This was a set that was in the the occasions catalog, pardon me. And I just love this card. So fun. Those cute little bird houses. And I thought this was cute too. This was a celebration set this past year. Sending my very best wishes. Oh, I just love that. So very cute. Thank you so much, Beth Ann. This was, I had to wait a while to open this one. This was a card that Diane, my assistant, sent me or gave to me right before I left. And she had a very sweet message in here. And she's so cute. She always leaves her cards blank so that people can reuse them if they want to. But I loved this card. Great color combination too. And she left me a very, very sweet message. This is, and I think I saw Alexandra was on here. Alexandra is on my team. She sent me this really sweet message. Celebrate new beginnings. And she also had really nice words. So kind. This one was so cute too. This is from Paula, who's a good customer of mine. And I loved this. Congratulations. Enjoy the adventure ahead. So sweet. And she was also very, very kind. I can't read these sappy cards because it's too much. Oh my gosh. This is from Catherine. I think she's on here. And she sent a really sweet card. And I love this this piece of this DSP is actually one of my very favorites. So that was very sweet. Thank you so much. This was a thank you because I think she won one of my more recent Facebook Live drawings. So congratulations, Catherine. Oh, this was a really sweet card too. And this is from Marcia, who has like the most awesome writing ever. So thank you, Marcia. I really appreciate it. She had a really cute card. This is DSP's from a little while ago, but I love how she used it. Very cute. And then Life is a Beautiful Thing. It's very sweet. This one came just this week. I was trying to remember. I think this came on Saturday. I really like this one too. This is from Karen. She might be on here. I'm not sure. But she sent a really, really sweet message. Also, super pretty handwriting. I'm envious of that. But look at how cute this is. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is a set that was in the Occasions catalog, or I'm sorry, the holiday catalog of maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And it had a Christmas house and framelits that went with it. It was really cute. So there's something similar coming, and I was thinking that I was going to use this card as an idea for that, so I'll keep you posted. Then this little gem came via my friend Shelly, who was here over the weekend. This one, it went to my old address, but you might notice who sent it. Sarah Douglas, who's the CEO of Stampin' Up!, Shelly's daughter, who's running the company, and she sent me this gorgeous card because I hit last month or in June. I can't remember. Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe it was July. I hit my 900,000 sales milestone. So I'm almost to 1 million. So this was just such a sweet card. And I was so thankful to have such a wonderful personal message from Sarah. So that was really sweet. We did chat on the trip. So I thought it was sweet. She remembered talking to me because I'm sure she talked to like hundreds of people, but that was really sweet of her. And I am very much looking forward to my $1 million. It's coming. It won't be too long. So we'll be talking about that. I do think I'm probably going to ask for your help though. I was really, really, really hoping I could do it before November's On Stage, which is our 30th anniversary humongous celebration in Orlando with all demonstrators from all over the world, but I just don't think I can pull it. Well, I know I can't pull it off in time for that. I'll be really close, but I'm hoping early in the next year to hit my $1 million in sales. So I'm very, very excited. I've been working pretty hard on that for a little while here, so I'll keep you posted. All right. So like I said, I don't have anything official planned, but I do have ideas on what I want to do for some cards. So first of all, I'm going to get a little protection for my work surface, and I wanted to use these watercolor pencils. So these are the assortment 2. This is available this month, and they told us they may or may not be in future publications. I'm hoping they will be, but I honestly don't know the answer to that question, and I've actually been trying somewhat hard to find out the answer, but I don't have it for you yet. So if you have not ordered these, I highly recommend getting them because they are pretty awesome. They're really pretty. Oh, but you know what? Before we do that, we got to give away some prizes, don't you think? Sorry, I almost forgot that. Bad, Dina. All right, so I've got some names here. Let me pull out. Oh, look, I've got 3 things from the holiday catalog. Oh, look at that. And then I think I promised, well, I only have 3 names. I thought I did 4. I must not have, though. Darn it. Well, anyway. We'll give away 3 and then we'll do 4. Well, no. I got it. Thanks, though. Okay. So, these are my prizes. So these are all items out of the holiday catalog. So the first item, and by the way, these are people who have shared my Facebook Live from last time, or they've placed an order through my online store using the host code. So that's how you get entered, and I will give away more prizes next week. And I am planning on being back next week. It's Labor Day, but I am planning on being live next week. So the first winner is, ooh, that's a sticky Post-it. This is Robbie. Robbie Windy Wind. I don't know how to say that, Robbie, but I've known her for a long time. I should say that. I've virtually known her for a long time. She actually has a 1-year-old baby. He's the sweetest. I love seeing pictures of him. So congratulations, Robbie. Now, I will tell you, remember, when you win Facebook Live, you need to email me with your mailing address so I can send this out. And never more important than now, because I'm still a little discombobulated from my move. Okay, my second winner is going to get the Pleasant Pheasants, also from the holiday catalog. This one goes to Francine Weinberg. Congratulations, Francine. So remember to claim your prize, and I will keep that posted. Then our last prize is the beautiful baubles. There is a set of framelits that coordinates with this stamp set, so that's kind of awesome. This is so perfect for watercoloring or for blender pen stamp and blending. Oh, love it. So that is going to go to Beth Merkel. So congratulations, Beth and Francine and Robbie. Yay. So remember, if you want to redeem your prizes, please email me within 2 weeks at my email address with your mailing address. That's how you can claim your prize. If you don't do it, they'll go back into the drawing for next time. So I shouldn't say next time because you have 2 weeks, but email me and I will get this sent out to you. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to stamp. Okay. I'll actually leave that kind of in the corner so you can see it. So I have a few different things, but the first thing I wanted to do was make a background with these watercolor pencils. And I like them because they have some of the brand new colors. I know I'm missing a couple, and I know I had them out for a project, but I can't figure out what I did with them because they're right here. They were on my marker cabinet. I was like, I know I've seen them. So they are really great colors. There's kind of a nice rainbow spectrum. I love that there's a purple in here. And there is a Night of Navy and Balmy Blue, which is the light blue. But I'm thinking I'm just going to build up a little. This is crushed curry. I'm trying to think of what this is going to look like. That looks, sometimes they look different when you, oh, that was a dirty aqua painter, so that doesn't really help now, does it? But that's a pretty light, that comes out differently than it looks. I was going to say this looks kind of mustardy, but it's a little lighter than I thought. So let's just make ourselves a little happy rainbow with some of these colors. Oh, look at these sad 3 colors that didn't get picked. Oh, it's like gym all over again. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a little scribble line down here. Do you like my commentary?
Yeah.
I haven't had to talk to people on Facebook Live for a while. Can you tell? Oh, goodness. All right, so I've got some colors going here. And then we're going to blend all of these together. This is like the easiest, but kind of one of the most fun things to do with watercolor pencils is just create a fun background. So look at how happy these colors are. Oh, you know I like happy stuff. All right, so I'm going to get this is my burp rag that I'm going to use to kind of blend these colors. We'll start with a clean aqua painter first, goodness. So I use the burp rag so I don't have my background completely covered. But look at how the color looks differently when you start blending. It usually really intensifies. And then I'm just going to clean in between each color so I don't get too much mixing. Keep the water flowing. So that's my crushed curry. And then the next thing, so awesome, Granny Apple Green. And of course, after that, we've got Coastal Cabana, which, as you know, is the reason or the color that lets us know God loves us. It's very important. What do you need? Right here. So handy, isn't it? This is Night of Navy, which, you know what this color reminds me of? This reminds me, if you've been around for a long time, this reminds me of Ballet Blue. That was a good color. I like that color a lot. And then Gorgeous Grape. Oh my gosh. I never was a purple person, but I'm sort of crossing over to the dark side. Okay, so there's just our fun background. We're going to set that aside and come back to this later. We want it to dry completely, but we're going to turn that into something cute. Okay. All right, next. Ooh, let's see. I've got a couple little things here. So I thought, we moved about a little over 2 hours away from where we used to live. And there's a stamp set called the Heartland. I think I can't remember if this was new this year or last year. I don't remember. But it's got a really nice farm scene in it. And look at that tractor and that cute little dog and this cute little boy. Yeah. But I thought this was a really nice card. And people are always asking me for masculine cards. So I thought I would oblige. Now, you can see this is a virgin stamp set. I have not used it. So it's time it saw some ink. Now, I'm going to start out by using my my Stamparatus. And the reason I want to do that is I'm going to stamp this on watercolor paper, which, by the way, is what this is, watercolor paper. And the reason I want to use my Stamparatus is because on these really detailed images, sometimes it's hard to get a good impression the first time. So I want to make sure I get a good impression. Oh. So I'm going to probably stamp that right there, although it kills me to not stamp the tractor in the appropriate color, which, as you all know, is green. Because my husband does work for John Deere, Okay, so I'm just going to pick that up. And I've got my magnet holding it. I've got it kind of on a line, so I know that it's at least relatively straight. And then I'm going to use my StazOn because I'm going to color with my watercolor pencils. Okay, so I've got my StazOn ink. And StazOn is also one of those finicky inks where it can dry really quick, so sometimes that also leads to you not getting a good impression. But I've got this, oh, and I can already see this is crooked. This is the other thing I like about my Stamparatus is I'm lining up kind of the line on here with the grid line. Oh, you don't see that, do you? Sorry. I'm lining this up so I can see that. You know what I just realized? I don't see any comments. What did I do? Oh, there they are. Okay. Sorry. My bad. Okay. So I've got it inked up. Oh, smell that StazOn. Can you smell it? Smells so good. Okay, so I'm giving it a good pressing with my Stamparatus. And then we'll see. Not bad, but there's still some spots that didn't get stamped really well. So we're going to do it once more. Ink it up. This is the beauty of the Stamparatus. Oh my gosh, sorry, this thing, there's a cord on my selfie stick that's flopping around. It looks like a fly or something. I think I might just cut it off. I know, Mary, doesn't it smell good? So if your StazOn dries out and you don't have a reinker, can you just add a drop or so of alcohol? I'm going to go with a big fat no, Rhonda. Buy the reinker or buy a new ink pad entirely. A drop of alcohol is only going to give you a light spot in the ink pad. It is not going to revitalize your ink pad, I don't think. Okay, so that looks pretty good. All right, I'm going to take that off and move it so I don't cover myself in black ink. And then I believe I have this just to dry things out. Your husband works for Case? Oh my gosh. But your dad had green and red. Wow, he like went for both sides. You don't hear that too often. People are fairly entrenched in their color of their farm equipment, I have come to find out. Whoops! I just dropped my heat tool on the floor and it turned back on. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to move this. Let's color this. Now we're going to keep this pretty simple and probably not purple. But I was thinking it would be kind of fun if we had sort of a sunset going on here. So I've got some granny apple green, and then I'm going to add into it some garden green. Okay, and then this probably is like brownish. We've got Cajun Craze and crushed curry that we're going to put right there for the brown. And then I want to make sort of a sunset kind of a thing happening. So I'm going to kind of do brighter yellow right here. This again is crushed curry. These are all colors from the new assortment of colors, and they are really great because they kind of fill in where the first assortment sort of left off a little bit. Okay, now this is Flirty Flamingo. And what's going to happen too with this is the in-between, we're going to get a nice orange color, which I'm excited about. And then I'm even going to put a little bit of purple, just a little touch of purple on the edges. We can always add more if we need to. Okay, so can you see my coloring? Very basic. So yes, this is watercolor paper, stays on black ink, which is permanent black ink. All right, so let's blend it. Now, I want to keep my little towel close so that I can sort of get rid of the colors, because I want to see both colors of green in here. I don't want it to just be one blended mess. So what's really important is to clean off your brush so that you can really definitely pick out those different colors, because that adds more interest to your project. Now sometimes you do like, and let me really point that out. So you can see like here I didn't blend too much together. I wanted to see a little bit of that green and then a little of the granny. So this is garden green, this is granny apple green. I wanted to see both of those colors. Here I blended them together a little bit but left some of the granny apple green by itself. So that just kind of adds to the look. Okay, now I want this part to dry before I do the brown so they don't all mix together. So I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to do the yellow. So this is kind of like the sun, really. P.S. Make sure you get all of the green off of your brush before you start this, because most sunsets aren't green. Just saying. Now I'm keeping this kind of circular, almost like it's a big, huge sun. And actually, that reminds me, when I was talking about Ella and I going to the store last night, there was like the most amazing blood orange moon ever. It was super cool. Okay, so there's my yellow sun, and then I'm going to do my pink. And if you've ever seen a beautiful sunset, you know it's kind of a mix of colors, but pink is one of the predominant colors. But I also want to get some orange in there. I'm going to blend this purple. And one of the things I really like is look at those lines are now gone. They really blend out. Okay, so I've got my purple, I'll clean that off, do my pink. But I really want to get more of that orange look. Okay, so I can add some color in, and here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to put down some of my pink and maybe even some this is cherry cobbler, so it's a little darker red. I'm scribbling that here on my scrap paper, and then I'm doing a whole bunch of the crushed curry. So make sure my brush is clean, and then I'm going to kind of mix these together, and then look at that is the orange that I'm getting. Okay, so I'm going to put some orange in here, and that's how I add orange without really adding color on there. Okay, so how cool is that? Isn't that pretty? I think that looks pretty good. Oh my gosh. So, and Tanya, I know, Tanya, you've been asking about watercolor pencils. It really is practicing with them and playing with them. Now, if you're getting the same results, chances are you're doing the same thing over and over. Change it up a little bit. Change how much water you have. Change what material you're using on. I can't stress enough, watercolor paper is a huge part of this. And then also controlling your water. So if you don't have a little rag next to you, you really need one, because getting rid of that excess water and that excess color is huge in making your creations really stand out. So, okay, now we've got that. Now I've got a really bright red barn here, don't you think? For sure. So I'm going to color this in. Now I waited to color this in because I wanted to see what I had kind of brewing here. Make sure that it was nice before I added my color. And Darla, I don't know if you're on right now. Darla is one of my sort of local customers. Not so much anymore, but she is a farmer. She and her husband farm, and so this card is kind of for her. Makes me think of her. So I don't know what all is going on here, but I'm coloring it in here. And what I'm going to do is show you, look at the difference when you blend that out. Now this is kind of a bright red, which is sort of, I mean, barns are definitely this color, but I wanted something a little bit more subtle, shall we say. So what I'm going to do, now the other thing is they often have the white trim pieces and whatnot, so I'm trying to sort of keep that a little bit. So we'll just keep coloring. But if I want to tone this down a little bit so it's not quite so bright red, I can add some Cajun Craze over here and sort of mix those two together a little bit. And then you can see this is sort of a more brick red. And then we can kind of add that in to sort of change the color a little bit. It's subtle, but it will take some of the brightness out. And then I'm really being careful. Here's where those super nice, if you have old aqua painters, I would encourage you to get, maybe it's time for a new set. I'm just saying. Most of my aqua painters I've had since the beginning of aqua painters. In fact, here I'll show you a really gamey one so you can see. Yeah, this one has seen better days. The tip is frayed. In fact, I've probably trimmed it with my scissors before. It's totally black. Actually, I reserved this one for black. Look at, even the water has turned gray. But I recently got some new ones and it's really nice. Okay, so there we go. We'll just kind of color that in. And I'm not being super careful about this. You can see I'm not doing exact, but I am trying to leave those white lines in a few spots just to kind of really highlight the trim pieces. Now this is not a perfect image. It's kind of, you know, sketchy the way it's drawn. So my coloring doesn't have to be perfect either, you know, likewise. Okay, so there we go. Now the last thing I'm going to do is take some of my darker green and we're going to color in some of these trees and bushes to richen things up. And then Now, hey, Kelly. Are silos sometimes blue? No, silos. Like, so if there was a red barn, you might have a blue silo? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so I'm going to do a blue silo. Okay. Now, it is definitely navy blue, but I might want to richen it up. Yeah. With some purple, just so it gets nice and dark. Now, if you guys are farmers, and I don't proclaim to know a ton about farming, to be honest with you, but I do know a few things. So that looks too purple. Oh, that's purple. And I'm ruining it. Ooh, I know what I can do to fix it though. Okay, so let's get my first assortment out. Now we've got in here gray and black, and that is probably going to help me quite a bit. Here's gray. Yes. Now so this is from the first assortment. The other thing, so let's see if this kind of warms things up a little bit. Now it definitely looks less purple, so that is a good thing. And then I think they're definitely a lighter gray on top. So I'm scribbling this on my background paper just so I can get a feel for how dark it'll be. Here, that looks better. Okay. There we go. Oh. So what do you guys think of this? So I just kind of smeared on my trees. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of gray for the roof. I'll do just a little bit of black on here, but lots of gray. And then we'll kind of color that in too. And then we're just about done. Now I was going to totally put this on some printed paper, but now I'm not so sure about my choice. Okay, there we go. Oh, so pretty. Okay, I think you guys like it. That is good news. Phew. But so much coloring. Definitely one you'd make for someone special. Yes, this one is not the kind of card you make for just anybody, for sure. This is not one you do multiples of. Now, this is a more complicated scene. So, of course, if you put this on a card for someone special, yes, you want that. I lost my train of thought. Joy suggested I put red on the windmill, and she's right, that looks good. Okay, but the other thing I was going to say is if you take one of the other simpler images in here, like this or this, these will color up much quicker. This is a whole big scene, and it should definitely be the main focus. Here is our walkway. Thank you, whoever just recommended that I color that in. I appreciate it. There we go. Now it's better. Say hi.
Hello, Internet.
That's my husband. He's got to represent since my son is at practice. Okay, so there we go. That looks pretty good. Now, I really want this to just kind of stand out and pop on its own. So I don't know. I was originally going to put it on that DSP, but we actually cover so much of it up. What if we change things up a little? Like I said, I really want it to pop. So I want to put it on some crumb cake cardstock. And then we're going to put a little bit of red behind to pop that barn up. Okay, so let me cut the paper quick. Okay. There we go. I do like the look of this. And then we'll add a sentiment to this as well. All right, so let me grab my glue. Okay, so I've got my liquid glue. I'm going to adhere this to my real red layer. Okay, and then I'm going to, I thought about black, but I like the red bringing out the farmhouse. I kind of like that. Okay, now I want to also add my sentiment, just a note to let you know I'm thinking of you. I really like that. So I might put that on the inside. Actually, because I don't want to take away from this. And wouldn't you just die if you stamped it crooked after all that? Oh my gosh. So I think the best plan is that we will have to put it on the inside so as to not mess it up at this point in the game. Oh my gosh. So you guys are going to laugh. One of the things that I'm really struggling with is I so need a manicure, but I don't know where to go in my new town. And I kind of want to go back to my hometown for my manicure. Is that terrible? I'm not that picky, but just like when you don't know, it's almost easier to just go back. Oh. So there you go. And then we're going to stamp the sentiment on the inside. So I'll quick peel this off and we'll see. Normally, this is kind of killing me. I would normally trim that sentiment out just right, but I'm going to go out on the wild side and just stamp it freehand. Oh, it worked out just fine. There we go. Just a note to let you know I'm thinking of you. Now, one thing we could do that would be kind of cool, so bear with me for just a sec, is what if we stamped this tractor on here as well? In crumb cake. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stamp that. I stamped it off, and then it's just real subtle in the background, but it just adds a nice little touch. So there we go. There's our first card. That took forever now, didn't it? Okay, but remember we also did this one. So let's come back to this and do something fun with this. So I was thinking I needed to blend some of these a little better. So that's the really kind of awesome thing about watercolor pencils is you can come back to them and finish the job if you kind of messed it up the first time around. So yay, I like that. Okay, so there's that. We're gonna have to let it dry again, darn it. But I was thinking we would put something fun on here. So, what if, do you like my little thinking? What if, I know. I've got this stamp set. And it's got this thank you so much on here. What if we stamped that across? Because look, that covers up a large portion of this. Now we're going to do that on the Stamparatus as well. Because there again, it's on watercolor paper. What if we mess up and it doesn't go on the way we want? Gotta get this off, by the way. So I'm going to peel this off, stamp this on, and I'm going to pick it up there. I want to make sure it's straight, so I'm going to line it up with the grid lines on here. So I'm looking at the top of the U and the top of the T, and they are lined up on that same little grid line right there. I'm not sure how well you can see those grid lines, but here, right there. And here's the other grid line. I have it kind of lined up with my white paper so you can see it. Okay. So I'm going to put that right there. Oh my gosh, the struggle is real. This magnet's on here really good. I'm trying to move it. Okay, to hold my paper in place. There we go. It's not quite dry, but it's pretty close. We'll zap it. I had to go mess with it again. There we are. But it's nice and happy. Now we're going to use Stays On again. So we're going to give it a good inking. And we'll press it down. Press it down, press it down, press it down. I love that I have this tool to fix, see? Didn't get a good impression. That leaf didn't show up. It's not solid. So we'll ink it up again and press it down again. I love that this allows me to fix my errors. I'm sorry, I'm shaking my camera by pressing. Oh, gotta put your back into it. Oh, so close. Let's get just the thank you. I'm determined. I want that thank you to look good. You're a meaner person without a Dina fix, Joy. Oh my gosh. By the way, my son thinks you have like the best comments ever. Look at how awesome that looks. Okay. So I'm going to move this again so I don't get myself covered in ink, because you know that is definitely a possibility. All right. Now I want to layer this up with some black cardstock, because of course that will definitely make things pop. And I think we might do another crumb cake layer just because I really want those colors to shine and I don't want to pick one color over another. So I'm going to trim this out just like before, or just like the last card. Everything's the same dimensions, because these were 2 pre-cut pieces of watercolor paper that I had. So this is a pretty card. I was thinking though we might need a bow on it, you know, just to add a little something. So I'll adhere this to my black layer. And then, so pretty. Of course I'll pop it up, but we need some ribbon. So I'm thinking some black shimmer ribbon would be perfect. All right, here. Okay, so I'll just tie a knot and then we're going to pop this up on our card. Like so. Oh, so cute. Looks fantastic. All right, next I've got, well, we haven't done a flower card yet and I'm kind of twitching, so I thought we would do a quick, easy card using a flower stamp set. And actually, I had an idea for a background. Oh, I already have the backing off of it. That's why it's not coming off. Oh my gosh. So there we go. pretty easy, but really fun. Okay, so 2 totally different looks using watercolor pencils. You really can see the difference, right? I mean, very different. All right. Next up, by the way, if I missed your comments, I will go back through them and catch them all in case I missed any questions or anything on here. Next up, we are going to make I had an open ink pad. Can you guys believe that? Shocking. We are going to make a card using the Pop of Petals stamp set because I think this is super cute. This is such a fun set and an easy card. Oh my gosh, I already have a low battery. How is that possible? Probably because I've already been on for over an hour, but you know how it is. Oh, look at that. I have a cord though, so I'm plugged in and we are good to go indefinitely. We can stamp forever. Okay. So I was thinking about maybe making a background with this. We'll see. I'm trying to think of a fun color combination to use with this stamp set. Something bright and cheerful. What about, what about Poppy Parade and Mango Melody and Flirty Flamingo? These are bright, happy colors. We don't want Joy to be crabby. Ooh, and a little lemon lime twist. This looks like a fun color combination. Or should we do Granny Apple Green? Hold on, I'll bring it in and then you guys can decide. Oh no, you don't have to decide. I already decided. Okay, so we've got Poppy Parade, Mango Melody, Flirty Flamingo, and Lemon Lime Twist. I tried Granny Apple Green, but it was wrong. All right, so this is going to be for a card using Pop of Petals. So I think I want my card base, well, maybe to be pink. I don't know. We'll have to see what we want here. Now, when I moved, I got rid of all my scraps. So I'm kind of starting over on scraps. So I'm going to, well, let me pick up a little. Goodness, you should see the mess I've already created here. Genius knows no order, right? Okay. I cleaned that up. And we're going to get rid of this because that's messy. Okay, so I don't have any scraps yet, so I'm cutting into all these half sheets of paper, which just seems like a little bit of a sacrilege, but it's okay, it's good. But I'm going to take and stamp some of these adorable flowers. I really like these. And then we're going to create kind of a fun little background and see what we do. I want to use this one. This is kind of my favorite one. And maybe this one. And then I've got some leaf options. Oh, I like this one and this one. Okay. All right. So one option is, sorry. Ooh, sorry. That totally shook things up. One option is to start with a piece of white cardstock, and I want to punch a circle. I'm going to punch a 2 1/4 inch circle right about here. Okay, and I'm doing that because, well, that's going to go up here. I'm doing this because I want a window. And then I also want some white cardstock that I can stamp some green color on. Okay, so this This is so not the direction I originally intended to go with this, by the way. But I think it's going to turn out awesome. I really like this stamp, by the way. This little branchy thing. And I've got 2 of my petals. All right, so get my ink. I've got Poppy Parade. Woo! Oh, my phone is not happy. There we go. Sorry about that. And here's the stupid cord thing. Gotta get that out of the way. Sorry. Lemon lime twist, mango, and flirty. Okay. So, well, let's see here. I'm adding some greenery here. Oh, my phone is all messed up. We'll get these technical difficulties figured out, I promise. And then another leaf or 2. Ooh, well, we'll see. That looks pretty good for now. Okay, so there's kind of around our circle. And then what I want to do is stamp my flowers on here. So I've got a Poppy Parade flower. Oh, I love these. A Mango Melody flower. Ooh, that is not the right color cardstock. We'll do a Mango Melody card or flower on a Mango Melody piece of cardstock. Much better. It totally matches now. And then we'll do the Flirty Flamingo. Okay, but first we're going to clean this off because, lordy. Okay, so I've got my Stampin' Chamois here. All right. There. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? So much better. Okay, now the other thing I can even do is stamp another leaf, this time in Lemon Lime Twist ink on the Lemon Lime Twist cardstock. Okay, and then we'll punch all of these out. So I've got my petal punch, and I'm just going to punch each of these out. We'll do the correct color on this one. So now let's make this. So of course I gotta wiggle my leaves because I don't want them to be flat. I want them to have some dimension. So I'm just kind of wiggling them around a little bit there. And of course that's gonna go right there. Oh yes. And then we're gonna do this one. We're wiggling petals. Did I say leaves before? I meant petals. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, this is all looking good. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Okay, so some of those leaves I stamped aren't even showing, but that's all right. That's why we're going to bring in this one. Now on this one, I can take and snip this apart. How do you store your cardstock so you know which color is which? Joyce, I will answer that question in 1 minute. Let me finish this card and then we'll talk about that, okay? I'm cutting apart my leaves here so I can just kind of tuck these in behind where necessary. Check that out. Oh, I love it. Okay, so this looks pretty good right here. Now what I need to do is figure out where I want to mount this to a card. Do I want it on a colored card base, or do I want to put it on a white card base and just keep it happy? So what do you guys think? Do you have any suggestions? We could do it on a white card base. So I've got a thick white white card base here. Anybody think? I'm thinking white too. We'll pop it up, of course. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is scooch those aside. I kind of have an idea of how I want to line them up, so that's good. I'm going to take a pencil, pardon my arm reach there, and I'm going to just draw a really light, faint circle so I can see where this will fit on my card, okay? And then I need to put a sentiment in here. And I think that's too big. Whew, what sentiment should I use? Oh, one of these from Treat Time would be cute. Thinking of you, time to celebrate. Happy for you. I think thinking of you. I like thinking of you. So look, I haven't used these yet. Here we go. This is the Treat Time stamp set. And then it makes those little sour cream little treats. I actually made one, and you guys are going to laugh at this. I was working on my computer this morning, and I was hungry, and I knew it had a treat in it, so I opened it up. It was a baby treat. I was like, well, first of all, I was a little surprised it even got here in one piece. But I was thinking, oh, you know, what am I going to do with that? Okay, I'm thinking of stamping this in black. Oh, Marcia, no problem. Better late than never. Okay, so thinking of you. Oh, it's even straight. It's a miracle. Sorry, I keep bumping this. I apologize. Okay, now we're going to erase our line just so it doesn't show up, because that would be a big fat bummer. But now we know our sentiment fit and is where we want it to be on here. You can see it's not quite centered, just like our piece, our panel here is not quite centered. You know what I could do though? What if, hold on. Now if this doesn't work, it's okay. I could put a layer of black, and I'm going to actually trim this just a skosh. So it's a really skinny layer. Okay, because this will really make things pop. Oh my gosh. And then, oh, poo. It might not reach. Let's see what we can do about this. Once again, I'm going to draw a circle on here. See if I can reach it. Darn it. Well, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I did one circle from here. And then I'm actually going to do another circle, and I think this will be okay, because it'll be hidden. Look at that. We're just going to take we're gonna just cut out a little extra with our scissors. This is the dirty, ugly version of this, but it works. Ugh. Isn't that a nice looking 2-year-old made this? But now we have our nice, perfect frame. Okay. See, I always tell people, most of stamping is figuring out how to fix your mistakes. And this isn't necessarily a mistake, it's just getting stuff to do what you want, you know? Okay, so I'll flip this around, adhere my layers together. Oh, because that's really going to punch the whole card up. And then we're going to pop this whole layer up to create our nice little window. Now, because I'm stamping or putting a bunch of flowers right here, I'm going to put a couple extras just to hold that end up. Getting a little crazy with my dimensionals. I don't always do this, you know. Usually I'm one in each corner, one in the top and bottom kind of girl, but this one we want. This is a fancy car. I know exactly who I'm sending this to, by the way. Okay, so I've got my thinking of you, and then, oh, I love how this. Oh, Paula, I'm sorry to hear you're in a hospital with your mom. I hope she's doing okay. Okay. So now the beauty of this, though, is that we can kind of add these on here and make sure that we have enough room for our sentiment. There we go. And then like here, I want to kind of reposition this. This is where glue is actually pretty awesome, because you can reposition these. You've got a little bit more give in your adhesive time. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and tuck some of these leaves in. Well, I'm actually going to use a glue dot for this one, I think. So I'm going to tuck that leaf right in there. Oh, so cute. I'm so digging this. And I'll tuck that leaf in here. Of course, I got to curl it up a little. And this one too. And then we'll tuck that one right in there. Oh, so pretty. Oh my goodness. You know what would really make this card? I'm not even gonna lie. Some clear faceted gems. Oh my gosh, Cindy, you have 2 broken feet with plates and screws? What on earth happened to you, you poor thing? That sounds horrible. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine. Okay, I've got a dark flirty flamingo Stampin' Blend. I'm going to take my clear faceted gems. I did this on a card over the weekend or Friday or sometime, I can't remember. And I'm going to color this one. And then I've got, I swear, what do I have here? Mango Melody. I'll color this. This is the light one. I need the dark. I really want it to show, you know. Well, it's a little darker. And then I've also got somewhere, I believe, Poppy Parade. That's right. Now, I have to check. Some of these might be colors from, is this light or dark? Oh, it's light. some of these might be colors that are in the holiday catalog coming up. I have a feeling this Poppy Parade is, but I'm not sure. So, oh yeah, that's much better, dark. Okay, now you can't do this with regular markers. They'll never ever dry. But you can see I've got my 3 colors on here. So that's pretty awesome. And then one of my favorite things coming out of this holiday catalog is this new tool. This is a pick your nose tool. No, pick me up tool. Picking tool. Something about picking. I can't remember. And I'm just going to pick these up and place them on each of the flowers so they coordinate. So pretty. Oh my gosh. This turned out so awesome. I'm pretty happy with it. But this little tool has this thing to pick up your pieces so you can get them in right where you want it. Oh, so nice. Okay, now somebody said spritzing, and of course I was so going to go there. I don't think though I want to do black. I think I want to do lemon lime twist. So let me pull this aside. And I also think I want to cover this up. So to do that, of course, I can't find the circle I punched originally. So I might just punch another. Honestly, where did it go? Oh, I've got my black one. Okay, so I'm just gonna, this is the circle that fits in here. And then I'm gonna spritz this there. Probably shouldn't have done that on the flowers either, but it's too late. Oh well. Yeah, it doesn't look as good on those. My bad. See, this is what happens. You gotta cover things up. But really pretty. Oh, I like this card a lot though. So pretty. So this uses the Treat Time stamp set and the Pop of Petals with the coordinating punch. So that's pretty awesome. So anyway, this is my card. Now I do think it does need one other little touch. And that is some ribbon. I don't know. I was going to put ribbon here, but I think that's weird. Maybe we'll put a ribbon bow down here. Ooh, no, I know. Kidding, changed my mind. Lemon lime twist ribbon. Look at, it's a virgin roll. I haven't even used it yet. It's time. Ruthie, I caught this live about 10 minutes ago. Is this all Stampin' Up! Products? Absolutely, Ruthie. I am live every Monday at 3 p.m. and I highly recommend watching. We have lots of fun. I'm always happy and uplifting, and it's a good time. And my website is thecreativitycave.com if you want to check it out. Actually, I think that looks dumb. Oh, but there, that's cuter. I like that better. Okay. Where did my glue dots go? All right, so I'm gonna tell you a couple other things. First of all, there. I think that's pretty cute. Probably would have preferred it down here somewhere, but this works. So here is my finished card. Let me show you the other cards I made today. And then I've got to tell you about product shares, the holiday catalog, and I'll bring in my winners one more time, and then the blended seasons special. Okay, so first of all, what did I do with my cards? Here they are. I made this card using the watercolor pencils. I made this card also using the watercolor pencils. And then this card. There we go. Okay, so 3 fun cards. And a few things to tell you. So if you would like to get entered into a drawing for free stamps, make sure you share this video, and or you can order through my online store. All right. Share video or order through my store. And of course, if you look at this video, there's a link and it will tell you my online store. And I need your help because I'm working on my $1 million career sales goal. Okay, and so I need your help. And of course, whenever you order, you get a fabulous gift from me. So the host code is YJVVJQJM, and use that host code. And then I'm going to give you away some of these clear faceted gems so you can do this cool technique with any order of $35 or more. $35 or more equals clear faceted gems. ETED. Don't go on my spelling, I'm live. Okay. And you have until next Sunday. And I can't think of the date of that Sunday is, but I think it might be the 3rd. It's the 2nd or the 3rd, but it's fine. All right. Next, I am going to be posting tonight product shares from the holiday catalog. And I will have a specific video for those shares so you can see everything that comes with them. But you are going to want to order them by the 4th. Order by September 4th to get in on the first round. And they will ship on the 15th or sooner. Ship. Okay. Then the blended seasons. Okay, this is an amazing special that's going on right now. I'm going to stand up and grab the sheet about it. Hold on. Okay, so the blended seasons is a special that is just this month. It will not be available in the future. So just this month, there's a stamp set. This is kind of shown reduced size. So these are like the 100%. These are 60%, I think. Yeah. And then you can get the bundle with the coordinating framelits. These are amazing. For $64.75. And of course, it's bonus days. So when you spend $50 this month, you get a free $5 coupon to use next month. It's an awesome special. So of course, ordering this would get you that. Now, if you order the bundle plus the watercolor pencils, these are the new assortment. Again, this is available this month. It might be available next month. I don't know. Or I shouldn't say next month, in the future. I don't know. These are different colors than the first watercolor pencil assortment we had, just so you know. And if you buy the bundle plus the watercolor pencils, you'll get a free stamp set, or not a free stamp set, I'm so sorry, a free online class and a PDF with project tutorials for free from me. So that's awesome. And this is all going to be available through the end of this month. So just a few more days. Okay, today's the 27th. So just a few more days on that. Here are some gorgeous cards that have been made using these beautiful stamps. And I have a fantastic online class. Oh my gosh. Now, I know you're thinking to yourself, help, I don't have this yet. The online class, it's coming, I promise. I apologize for the delay. It was supposed to be out on the 25th and today's the 27th. But my move has kind of been killing me. But it will be coming very shortly. And of course, if you've ordered it, you'll get it automatically. All right. Ruthie, will you message me your address so I can send you a catalog? I'd be happy to do that. Speaking of catalogs are getting ready to be shipped. In fact, in the next day or two, they will be going out. I know it's a little later than normal, but cut me some slack. I just moved. But these catalogs are awesome. This is our holiday catalog. It doesn't start until September 5th, so you don't have to fret too much. It does not start until the 5th, so you have a few extra days. And there's some just amazing, amazing things. My favorite is this deer set. It's so cute. Oh, in fact, I could even give you a little sneak peek. I've got a card I made with it. I'll probably do this in a Facebook Live. There's a really cool card. Check out that printed paper. Isn't that beautiful? So this was made with that stamp set. So anyway, now this holiday catalog will be going out. It'll automatically go to you if you have purchased from my online store in the last 6 months. So you will automatically get this headed out to you. We are packaging up over 250 of them as we speak. So I'm very excited about that. You are going to love this catalog. It's got a lot of wonderful holiday stuff, but a lot of stuff that is not necessarily holiday too, or kind of, I like the crossover stuff that could work for Christmas as well as year-round stuff. So yay! Anyway, take a look, and if you have not ordered, place an order with me. Get your $5 coupon this month, and I'll send you a catalog. Okay, so Blended Seasons is until the 31st. I will be sending out an email for you to remind you of that. Bonus days are just a few more days to earn, and then you can redeem them in September when this catalog goes live. Yay! So anyway, hope that you guys are excited about all this fun stuff. I'll get this posted to my blog just as soon as I can. If you are watching this on YouTube, you can share this. If you are watching it on Facebook and it's a replay, you can share this to get entered in my drawing. And if you would help me get to my $1 million goal, I would be so excited. I'll keep you posted with how I'm doing on it, but I'm getting really close, guys. So I can't wait. It should just be a few more months. And I will keep you posted. So thank you so much for stamping with me. Like I said, I will be back next Monday, and I hope to slowly but surely be getting everything back on track. If you have not heard from me and you've emailed me, I'm still working through my emails. I had like 700 emails to get through. So I'm slowly but surely going back. And I promise I will answer every single one of them. I have not forgotten you. Don't worry. But I look forward to stamping with you again soon. Thank you so much for stamping with me today, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye.